Get him away. Get him back. It's Sunday morning, about 6:30. Hey up, steady girls. It's a gate post with you. I'm excited for a bit of silage. We're just bringing a couple of silage to these ladies because, oh God, it's dry again, and it's there was a lot of fresh growth come with the showers we had, but seems to have disappeared, but there is a lot of cattle in a small area, so we're having to bring them a bit of food, but they're in fantastic condition though. Come on, girls. Yep. Hey, hey! He just sort of comes up behind you and gives you a bit of a push, but when he weighs well over 1,000 kilo, his push is not like pushing my when his 1,000 kilo pushes my sort of 85-90 kilo about, it's not a very nice game to play, and he could bloody hurt you very easy without him thinking. So I don't know whether he's a bad one or not, but I won't trust the bugger. I've got a lot more confidence in the other one, Django. He's as friendly as hell, but you can't trust them all. But I like to, after I've put the bales in, after I put the bales in, I like to just walk round, because if one of the calves has got its head low and it's trapped, it could suffocate it very easily. Christ, look at the size of this heifer. I keep saying, but Christ, they're growing this time. We're giving them a lot of creep though, which is costing, but the growth rates are, well, twice what we had last year. I think they're going to be, well, half as big again by the time we wean them. But it is costing a little bit for creep feed. She's a beauty, ain't she? There you go. Oh. This has always been a very friendly calf though. A bit of a pain in the arse when it was in the yard, because it used to come up and rub against you. And whether she goes into the breeding programme, I would like to say so, but big fella's coming for a little one. God, he's a big unit, isn't he? He's a right bull, isn't he? Near the Hall Herefords, if you want some breeding stock, they're, well, as you can see, Nether Hall up in Cumbria. You Google them. real good to deal with. David and Maggie Kelly and their family. They've pushed the trough under the thing. Why have they done that? Just have to move wire back a bit because they'll get their lugs electrocuted. Daft lot. Put it like that. Daily job really coming around these lot. Well, all stock. I mean, we've got some grasses with continentals in. My uncle goes religiously every morning and gets them in a pen with a bit of corn. So if there is any problems in the future, you know, like if one needs a foot doing or an injection or anything like that, you can get them in very easily and treat them. But we want to start bringing a bag or two of food here for these lots, so they get used to sort of following us with a bag for a treat sort of thing, you know. So if you did get up one morning and the fence was down, you could go to them and get a bag and they could follow you. You know, it's like training them really. But yeah, and also we test the fence. Just this little gizmo, the cheap gizmo off the internet, you're worth it. And then you hook that on there and then you see the lights. See, that's not quite... Actually, yeah, if you shade it, to be fair, it's quite powerful. You can do it with a piece of grass where you get closer and closer and you get a bigger bite sort of thing. What's happening here? Something earthing here. Oh, see, yeah, that won't be doing it any good. It's earthing on the middle, so that'll be making it a weaker thing. So I'll turn it off and I'll just move that little tail. Yeah, the wire has to be joined, so you join top and bottom together so you get a full circuit sort of thing. And anyway, this little tail here has found its way in there to a piece of metal and would be earthing it slightly, making it a slightly weaker pulse. Just put that there. Indication is there's a tick actually. Sometimes we walk around because our fence wire is in terrible state really. We want to sort them out, you know, and keep the best. Like that's okay. That's okay, is that? There's a lot of knots, and then there's, oh god, oh, got a piece of wire in my finger. And then there's hairs. If it goes weak, hairs soon find it and they gnaw it and damage it. Right, on to the next shop. Load of pigs. What you're going to be hearing about, asshole. He's having a good garp about. Is the red kite? He's after a mouse or something for his tea. Yeah, well, I've just come Phil cut it yesterday and it's beautiful weather. right haymaking weather, so I've decided to come Sunday afternoon and give it a whizzle about. And Christ, there's going to be loads of stuff. It's really shocked us, but last year we put a lot of muck and compost on all our grasses, and they've really boosted the yields up. Two doing a bit of hunting now. They come out of these woods, this wood we call Brat Wood. When yeah, they do. They must nest in them or roost in them trees. Brilliant teddy, this, you know. I don't keep crowing on about it, but it's absolutely mega. This is one of my favourite fields to do out with. It's what we call Brat Wood Field because Brat Wood is there, and it's overlooking the little tiny unspoilt village of Numburnham, and it's a lovely little place. It hardly gets any traffic, and it's just a very unspoilt little bit of paradise on the foot of the Yorkshire Wolds. But my grass is a bit disappointed. I'm on second time round Edlow, and it's a little bit thin. Maybe skimped on the nitrogen a bit too much. But I think we'll do same again. Maybe not in the bottom there, but this one I think we're going to bring some compost and give it a blathering of compost, I think. And then give it a good slug of nitrogen, and hopefully get a decent second coat, but hopefully it'll be a little bit better in the middle. Yeah, beautiful views off this field. Sounding a bit soppy, aren't I? Got a different one there. That's a buzzard. You can a pair of buzzards actually. You can they're very similar sized bird, but a buzzard's got like a round tail, where a red kite has got like a forked tail. But yeah, it's rifling around here. Yeah, sometimes we can be working in these fields and we have like a dozen of them, you know, sort of working with us. But yeah. Yeah, only trouble is with my favourite field, it isn't very big, so you aren't any follow. I've always fancied farming on cliff tops, the way you're looking out to sea, and I thought that might be that'd be a good place to farm. Where everybody has to take their guidance systems out, don't they? And yeah, take their screens. I mean, we don't take domes off, but I mean, our domes aren't worth as much as the such as John Deere's ones are worth a fortune. But ours are actually fastened properly to cab and all, so it would be a chore getting them off. But we always take the screens out. And it shouldn't be like that. And I was talking to my brother, I was talking to my son-in-law, Liam, and his uncle's back from Singapore, and he says there's no crime in Singapore. But in Singapore, school, his uncle's a school teacher, and they're still allowed to belt kids, and kids get the cane. But kids don't misbehave in Singapore because they don't want the cane. And there's mega discipline. He says the spot's immaculate because there's discipline to tell kids, right? Don't drop litter. Don't make a mess. No graffiti. You get caught graffitiing. It's a massive punishment, you know. I mean, we've lost our way in this country. There's loads of scroats pinching stuff like that for their drug money. Well, they want caning, don't they? So yeah, but, just finished spraying this spring barley. We've held up a bit and it's earwash. Well, it's horn spray because there's loads of second growth in the bottom. It's maybe not so bad here, but on the heavier land in there's a hell of a lot of second growth. So anyway, it's okay. It's a bit thin for my liking, to be honest. There will be a crop, but it's not really spring barley land. But we've got a serious blackgrass problem. But we had a hell of a kill. We cultivated it 3 times, I think, and it just kept greening up, and we blitzed it with a pico, and we think we've sort of damaged the population of the blackgrass, but it's still there. So what we're going to do same again this time. But yeah, this is the hay I turned yesterday. I can hear a mower going just over the hedge here. Yeah, definitely mower. Yeah, well, Phil's been and turned this after he rode up for Oliver, and it just needs, I don't know, maybe I don't think we'll get it tomorrow. I think it'll be, what day is it? Tuesday tomorrow. Wednesday, I think it'll be Wednesday. Whether he turns it tomorrow and then rows it up and bales it Wednesday, but I'm having a couple of days off today, so I'm off to Lincolnshire Shore. So if you see me, come and say hello. But there's no autographs, because I ain't famous, and there's no pictures, photograph, you know, that type of bollocks. So, but I will have a word with you. Not ignorant, but I'm not celebrating either. But yeah, by Christ, there's some hay. It really is. We sold everything today. I rung a hay dealer, he came and had a look, and he bought every bale out of the field at a decent price and all. So I'm quite happy. The field of hay come to much for not a lot of input, to be honest, because we didn't put no nitrogen on it because Jake slit it with slurry. So yeah, it's not the thickest of barley, but it will do. I think there will be a crop. That's tidied up his paddock up. One bale. I thought about it brewing this year, but anyway, it is what it is. So, right. On that note, from a Rufford farm in East Yorkshire, bye for now. Well, that's a little bit posh for our yard, isn't it? That's our local hay dealer and hay and straw dealer. And he says we've got to fill his trailers and just drop them off in his yard, and he's buying our hay per bale. So it's nice though, isn't it?